Madam Clerk, please call the next public speaker.
Audrey Cochran, regarding zoning of medical clinic.
Good evening. Please identify yourself and proceed.
My name is Audrey Cochran. I'm a registered nurse. I've lived in Bakersfield since 1981, got my master's in nursing at Cal State. I came straight from work in a gynecology office today. We do not do abortions because of the harm it does to women, flashbacks, drug use, etc. But I'm going to speak to just one aspect, and that is the increase in breast cancer. An article was published in the Journal of American Physicians and Surgeons in 2008, pointing out that in parts of Britain where abortion is freely accessible, the south east of England and etc., they have a far higher rate of breast cancer than in Ireland, which has the lowest rate of breast cancer and the lowest abortion rate. I'm very concerned that the new Planned Parenthood that has been proposed for just a couple of blocks west of Mercy Hospital was granted without a full-scale public hearing, and I urge you to schedule a hearing on that. Any questions?
Thank you very much. Madam Clerk, please call the next public speaker.
The last speaker, Mayor, is Tim and Terri Palmquist, regarding Planned Parenthood.
Good evening. Please identify yourself and proceed.
My name is Tim Palmquist, and my wife Terri. Not sure how we do this since she put our names down together. But Honorable Mayor and council members, we learned earlier this month the shocking fact that Planned Parenthood is building a mega abortion center just a few blocks away from here, over 10,000 square feet. And I imagine that comes as a surprise to most, if not all of you. But it's something that I think we do have a responsibility to speak out about. Now, I don't know all the inner workings of city government. I just don't know how it works. But I do know that in other communities, when Planned Parenthood has come in and tried to move a mega abortion center into an existing building without any new construction, that it has been a matter for a public hearing. It has been a matter where they seek significant public input. Now, I've gone to the neighborhood adjacent to Planned Parenthood, and I know that the neighbors did not know there was an abortion center being built right across the street from them until I told them that. Now, if you think about community values, is there anything that would be more objectionable for somebody to have in their neighborhood than an abortion center? Isn't that certainly something that we should allow people to have some input? So I think you have a responsibility. I know that some people say there's nothing you can do about it. Other people say there are some specific things you can do about it. I don't know. I'm not an expert on city government. You are. If you care about this, the first thing you need to do is you need to speak out. Whether or not you can do anything, you have a voice. And your voice does not have to be limited by this arena. Each of you have a personal voice. And each of you have the opportunity personally to speak out about a death center coming to our community. Unless we really want Bakersfield to become known as the killing field. I'll submit to my wife for the last 30 seconds here.
I'm not sure if I needed to have that, if I could still have 3 minutes or not. Is that allowed or not?
You may have an additional 3 minutes if you'd like.
Thank you. I just want to let you guys know, and I hope I can try to compose myself. I have been serving women in Bakersfield for 26 years. And as you know, we've come before the council with 40 Days for Life, and that's been going on for 5 years. We have been seeing a decrease from 75 to 80 abortions a week here in Bakersfield down to more like 25. They used to kill every Monday and Tuesday at the Family Planning Associates, but on Monday and Tuesday, but now they're down to just surgical abortions on Monday. So we were very hopeful as they keep decreasing that maybe Bakersfield would have been abortion-free. And then we hear from some other builders that came to let us know that this Planned Parenthood has been for 5 or 6 months getting the permits that they need to build a mega abortion chamber. And this is because of the Obamacare. They're gearing up to have a bunch of abortions here in our city. And we need to stop. Whatever it takes, you got this, in God we trust, above there, and it wasn't supposed to be. People have threatened to sue you and things, so can't we please take a stand against Planned Parenthood, even if all you do is say you're not welcome here, and you do whatever you can to help us to stop abortion in Bakersfield. God has called me here to tell you, please go home and read Ezekiel 33. It is my job to warn you. If you continue to allow this to happen, don't be surprised if God's judgment falls on us when we become the bloody field of Bakersfield. Thank you.
Madam Clerk. Councilmember Johnson.
Mayor Hall, thank you very much. I, too, am deeply concerned about the new clinic coming to town, and I want to appreciate and thank the folks who came out and prayed on the steps of the council chambers to just give this issue a voice, so thank you. But unfortunately, I'm afraid there's not a lot we can do, but I'm going to ask the city attorney to please respond in writing to all the requests. If there is anything we can do as a city to address this, please look into it and respond to the 3 speakers that spoke tonight. Thank you.
Madam Clerk, next item.